Okay, folks, this is something really snooty I got from my local coffee shop. Let's see how we go with this. Something I really hate, something that has nothing to do with me at this stage, even though I'd like to. I'm not rich, I'm not famous, I'm not established. As far as art goes, I'm down the toilet, but I'm not going to let that be my future. If this future can be changed, if somehow things could happen, if I could get on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9, get them interested in what I'm doing here, however hard it is, to leverage the mainstream media to catch up with decades of backwardness due to bad mistakes I made when I was a kid. Teenager, early 20s, stupid mistakes. Let's see how we go with this. It is Greenwich Village Arts Trail. I hate these arts trails, they're shit. I don't know which side we're going to do. I think we're going to do the front side, this section here. But basically it's all really snooty and uppity and all that sort of shit. And it's not the kind of thing that my work occupies. I'm so used to my work being unrecognised and underground, below underground. And basically I really struggle to believe it's going to be any better. But I know I've got to keep trying, and I'm not going to give up, folks. I'm not giving up the fight. I've been a fighter all my life, in the schoolyard, in the classroom, in the home, in the social groups, in the fellowship class, church fellowship. I've been fighting all the time, folks, and fighting my own moods, fighting for my own happiness and a bright future, trying to make a difference. Move it up a bit, enlarge it a bit bigger. But basically I really need to get on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9. It's proven to be more difficult than I could have ever imagined. And I just don't feel like they care. They just care about snooty establishment culture. And there's a person on the Channel 9 news that I find annoying, and he does all the cultural related stuff. His name is Mike Dalton, and he just dresses up in these fancy dandy looking business suits, but they're not business suits, they just look really dandy, and he talks like he's a news reader from the 1920s. He just sounds really like he's trying to sound like that retro, which really annoys the fuck out of me. You know, this is not 1920s, this is the 2020s, you fucktard. And he just comes across as a real dandy, or even worse, he comes across as a fop. He just dresses up in these real fancy outfits, and he talks in that real fancy voice, if you've ever heard him on the news. And I just find him so annoying. I just find his style just grates on my nerves. And it does. I think we can use that as our master copy. And I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news to get in touch with my partner Luigi. I can't find where he is unless I get my stuff out there. Otherwise I'll never see him again, and I'll be forever lost in the loneliness that I feel. I actually think maybe I'm just going to feel really lost without him, and I just don't know how I'm going to find where he is if I don't get Channel 9 interested in what I'm doing. It really is difficult trying to compete with all this shit. And there's all the usual articles that are all about bad things and things going wrong in our country and in the world. All sorts of shit going down, all sorts of fuck. Everything's hitting the fan, and it's like, fuck me dead. What are we going to do about it, you know? It's like everything's hitting the fan. And I'm trying to get in touch with my partner, and the cost of living, which is one of the main things that's affecting me and that's hitting the fan, is I'm trying to get I have to try and lessen my electricity consumption, and the only way I can do that effectively is to have one shower a week and one hair wash a fortnight, so I can afford the power bill and everything else on there. That looks really interesting. The colour looks too hot, and I don't like the way it's got the red. Looks shit house, folks. But yeah, I just get so over this shit, you know, like, I just feel like I don't belong here in this world. I don't feel like I belong in this, like, my work is not newsy enough. It's not newsworthy enough. So I'm trying my best, folks, even though it seems like it's never going to happen. I've been working on this TV campaign for more than a decade now. It's quite a discouragement to deal with the longevity of the event that you're trying to... And I'm disabled. I had a cord around my neck and I came out breech. And I have got memory problems and I'm lonely. So I've got all this shit in my life, loneliness and disability and all that sort of shit that's really shouldn't be there. I shouldn't have to live with this shit. You know, folks, I shouldn't have to live with being disabled and being determined, having my life determined by what my disability says, you know, what it says about me. You know, that if you're disabled, you don't have choices, you can't find jobs that are meaningful. You have to work in sheltered workshops, what essentially are. And basically you just can't pick and choose. You can't pick a path. You know, you can't do what, you know, is known as picking a path and going to do your education and study and get a job that not only makes money but something that you really genuinely love. And it's really difficult trying to find that when you're disabled. This is what I'm good at. This is what I am, photocopier art. And yet I still can't seem to get any kind of recognition for it. So I'm trying my best to work around my disability to try and get Channel 9 interested in what I have to present, you know, the good stuff, the stuff that really matters, you know, not the shit that the disability dictates. I'm not interested in kowtowing to my... Yes, I know, you don't... However much as I'd like not to have to, it's okay if Channel 9 feels sorry for me to broadcast my message. But, you know, I'd really like to have a hand up and get my work out there and not be constantly reminded of what I can't do, and not being able to earn enough money to have a happy life, so I don't have to worry about bills and shit that are too expensive. I do wonder which way we're going to run this job, which way our piece is going to run. But I get really lonely without Luigi, and it really hurts to be away from him, and I'm trying my best to present this work out there. It's really difficult trying to deal with the past. I did some stupid things when I was young. I could have married Luigi at the age of 19, and he could have put me in touch with the right people in the art world and the photocopier industry, but I don't have those connections or any connections that are useful, and I need to get in touch with Luigi. You know, I'm dying. Loneliness is like the equivalent of 15 cigarettes a day, folks. It's like smoking 15 cigarettes. It's that kind of horror. And yet fucking Channel 9 couldn't give a fuck about me, or the other TV channels either can't give a fuck. Just because I'm lowly. You know, lowly. What the fuck? I fucking hate being lowly, folks. That's an insult to my intelligence. Just because I'm disabled does not mean I'm fucking lowly. You know, lollyism can go fuck itself. I'm not Lollyworm, fucking Richard's scary children's series books. I'm not Lollyworm. I'm not going to be lolly. I'm going to give lolliness a kick up the arse. Fuck it up. I'll fuck it up, folks. I'll let Channel 9 know I fucking hate it. So yeah, I'm really angry. But okay, let's see how this looks. You know, you want to put me back in my box? I'm not going to sit in my fucking box. You can go fuck your pigeonholing and take it up the rear, you cunts. Stupid fuckwits. Channel 9 and their bullshit. Enough of that. That's come up looking quite interesting. I think I can now call this demo quits.